All right,
sense.
so what do you have on our 2 songs this week? What were they again?
I got no idea. I'll get it up.
What do we got? We got
Fuck, have I written shit?
Run DMC.
There was
No, we did Run DMC like last week or something.
Children's Story by Slick Rick.
Oh, Slick Rick. He's a good fella, he is.
Yeah, this one was it was pretty good.
Yeah, I am a fan of old Slicky Ricky.
Yeah, I think for its time, the storytelling would have been really good.
Yeah.
But like for now, it's kind of like
his
it's
eye
good.
patch. I like
His eye patch.
yeah,
I haven't
Slick
seen his
Rick
eye
wears an
patch. Does he need to, or is it just
No, I
like?
think he wears it for show. But he could. I don't want to put it out there. Maybe he only has one eye. Maybe, but
That's
I don't
funny.
think. I don't think so. But yeah, I really did like this song. Like you said, very good storytelling. Probably one of
Yeah.
the better ones that we've had. That is like strictly storytelling, because this
Yeah,
is all
yeah.
sort of. He's sort of telling a story of like, be careful.
Yeah.
One day, like, be careful while you're out there.
Yeah, basically
like-
how it goes is that there's 2 kids.
Yeah.
One is pretty much the bad kid.
Yeah, robbing
And
and doing naughty stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Like,
getting on
steal-
Santa's good list.
Yeah, like stealing from the elderly and whatnot. And then there's another kid that starts hanging out with him,
Yeah.
and his behaviours start turning sour as well. And it ends up with like a full police chase, and he's like,
Spoiler alert. Robert's about to spoil the song. Go.
I won't say the end, but he's like holding like a random lady hostage, saying I'll blow her head off, and
Yeah.
sort of realizes there's no good way that can come, and keeps running. And
Yeah.
I won't spoil the end.
Moral
I don't
is-
think it's that big of a twist.
No,
but-
I don't think so either. But
if you're
of the
into that, I
story
won't
is
say it.
Don't be
Don't be
bad.
bad, yeah.
Don't rob people, and be careful of who you hang out with.
Yeah.
It's definitely Slick Rick here. He's got his dad hat on, I think.
He does.
Is
Well, come to think of it, how easy do we as humans pick up other people's mannerisms?
Yeah.
Like even just a vocabulary. I can be hanging out with someone who just says like dude a lot, and then I'll start saying it.
Yeah.
And that's just speech. Imagine if I see them acting a certain way. Like I can
Yeah.
definitely see how, I would then start wanting to act that way or whatever.
Yeah.
But I listened to Children's Story first, and listening to it, I already knew that Straight Outta Compton was going to be the better one of the 2.
Yeah. I think Straight Outta Compton is by far and away my favourite that we've had so far.
Yeah.
Potentially not the best. I still think the message still holds number 1 spot. And even Paid in Full, I completely forgot about that. Paid in Full, number 1 spot, and then the message, and then probably Straight Outta Compton. But
Yeah.
Straight Outta Compton, my favourite of the bunch.
I would probably go... Wait, how does that make sense? Straight Outta Compton was like the 3rd on your list.
My favourite, but not the best.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah.
what you mean. Yeah. I reckon my personal... I don't know. It'll probably be Straight Outta Compton, the message, and then Paid in Full.
Yep.
And I think the best, it would be the message, Paid in Full, and then Straight Outta Compton.
We have very similar lists.
Yeah.
Yeah, really great song. Obviously has a lot of power. If anyone's watched the movie, none of these other songs have had movies sort of around them.
Yeah.
This is literally the name of the movie and about the group NWA. What an iconic group, and what a legendary run they had. It was only for like 1 year or something, 2 years before they even...
But the impact that they made,
Yeah.
it was insane.
Absolutely iconic group, and everyone knows Straight Outta Compton, crazy named Ice Cube,
Yeah.
from a gang called Attitude. Everyone knows. It's
No,
absolutely
doesn't he say
iconic.
motherfucker?
Yeah, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Yeah, so you didn't have to.
Yeah, I just blanked it out for the kids.
Well, one thing I actually noticed about it is like, with all the other songs, as we're transitioning from like dance to like gangster rap, the content is changing faster than the flows.
Yeah.
So the flows are staying still quite like outdated, and the content is the sort of element that's
Yep.
striving forward. Whereas in this, I think it was switched around a little bit.
Yep.
I think the content, it was still like a big sort of step forward, but the flows were very modern. They took a massive leap. Like I think the strongest sort of holding back showing, or the strongest thing holding this back showing its age was the vocabulary and slang used.
Yeah.
I think if you just updated that like a little bit and used the exact same flows and everything, it would like be reasonable to hear it release now.
Yeah.
I think, the flows were the biggest sort of evolution of this song, to me anyway.
Yeah, and I said last week that Ice Cube's in my top 5 rappers of all time, and this opening verse from Ice Cube, if you haven't heard it, a lot of you probably have, but if you haven't heard this, go out and listen to it.
Yeah.
And like even the intro by Dr. Dre, where it's like, you're about to witness the strength of street knowledge, and then Ice Cube comes in, and my favourite line, one of the hardest lines of all time, he comes in, he's like, when I'm called off, I got the sword off, squeeze the trigger and bodies get hauled off.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's dope. And his voice, like the inflection he uses, you know he's not fucking around. He'll do it.
This was the
he'll
time
straight up do it.
that like, when I was first listening to rap, obviously not in 1988 when this came out, or 80, was it 87 or 88? I know it was on the album in 88, but are we up to 87?
So,
maybe this came out a year
88,
early.
88.
Yeah. But like, Ice Cube is top 5 rapper for me, and like this song, if you haven't heard it and you don't have him in your top 5, I think if you listen to this and you haven't heard it before, like this can instantly put him in your top 5 for me.
Yeah.
Obviously I have, like, I don't hold judgment if you don't have him in your top 5 and you have heard this, but like, if you're like trying to sort of weigh up, is this guy better or this guy better, and you hear this, then
it's clear.
Like, and like, sometimes I just restart the whole song just to hear it again. Like, honestly, I don't remember MC Ren's or Eazy-E's verse on this song. Like, I do, like, if I'm listening to it, but like, when I think of this song
now, I don't think I'd be able to.
Yeah, if I'm thinking of this song, I just think of Ice Cube coming in hard as hell. And
I do really, really like the intro from Dre as well. Like, because they didn't like being called gangster rap.
Yeah.
Like, he said in an interview, I can't remember who was interviewing him, but he said that we never called it that. That's just what it was labelled as.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what this is. This is just our life. This is how we live. This is, the life of a gangster.
Yeah.
So he says this is street knowledge, not gangster rap. Like, he's trying to sort of stay away from that. I really like that.
And on Genius, it says, it is generally considered by most rap artists one of the greatest records of all time, and I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah. But
I think we've been spoiled the last couple of weeks.
they've been really
iconic,
good.
So,
fair warning to anyone out there, though, if you listen to this song, no matter what platform you're on, don't read the comments. They're just so cringy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're just like, I'm only 14, but this is such a good song. Or, I was born in the wrong generation. I wish I grew up with this. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're commenting that, stop it.